this holiday season, you want to make sure that you're ready for any kind of surprise, right? So having that elegance, having that already done tree where you don't even have to put on the lights is so fantastic. And the beauty of it is that you are going to be able to be ready for anything. And be ready for anything is what's going to be our next item, because let me tell you, when you're thinking about that emergency light and you're running around looking for a flashlight and you're running around looking for something to illuminate and the batteries are dead, well, we have the answer right here for you. This is our Relialight Decorative Emergency Light. And the Mira is first, which is going to be this one in the middle. I have a feeling this one's going to go very quickly. This is item number 513957, and it is our blockbuster this hour for $139 and change, and 4 easy pays of $34.99. And helping us today is Jerry. Jerry, let me say your last name.
FLIPO.
FLIPO. Oh, I totally had it wrong. Nice to see you, Jerry.
How you doing?
Good to see you. And you know, this morning when Jerry and I met, the first thing I said is, look how gorgeous these lamps are. And these are emergency lamps. I saw a lamp like this out in the market the other day for over $100, and it doesn't do half the things other than illuminate. This is so spectacular because it's a gorgeous design.
It's beautiful.
But it's going to be it's going to be there in an emergency, and we're going to go through that right now.
I'm going to tell you a little bit about. Let's start with just as a lamp, how gorgeous it is. Okay, we have mercury glass. It's all mouth-blown glass. Then you have a great, lamp. That's a lampshade that's very, very neutral. But that's just where the interesting things begin. Okay, this is decorative lighting, decorative emergency lighting. So when you look at this piece, there's so much to talk about, and we're going to get into a few things right now. So this last year, just in North America, there were over 10,000 power outages affecting millions and millions of people. So security and safety in the home is so important. And one of the biggest things is no power, no light becomes danger.
Exactly.
It's dangerous for elderly people. It's dangerous for children. So we wanted a solution. You think emergency lighting, you think it's got to be ugly. So we said, no way. We're gonna make this beautiful and gorgeous. So inside this lamp, there's a power bank built in with over 5,000 milliamps of power. What that means is during a power outage, you'll not only have light, you'll be able to charge your iPads, your tablets, your cell phones, your smartphones at the same time while being illuminated in the dark.
Okay, so this is the part that really just blew me away. Okay, the fact that it's this gorgeous, it's this beautiful, but then in an emergency, when all the power goes out, it illuminates from the bottom. But
right
for
here.
myself, the part that really threw me was the fact that I have a USB port. This day and age, we chuckle because we don't use home phones anymore. We're always using our cell phone. Well, when the power goes and your cell phone is almost dead, who are you going to call? Not Ghostbusters. You're going to make sure that you call that person that can come over and help you, or let's be honest, you're calling the pizza guy and say, do you have power? Can you bring me over a pizza? Well, you can plug it in and get that power instantly.
Now it's charging. I happen to give my daughter a plug here.
Oh, so cute.
So so you can charge your phones, and then also what's really quite amazing is I'm going to simulate here a power outage.
Okay.
I have it plugged in here to a power strip, and I'm going to show you how above here we have a lighting. It's also you can have a three-way bulb, so you can have you can use your traditional bulbs, or I happen to put in a bulb, just a regular bulb here, and you can have it in a 3 position and turn it on, turn it off, and dim it. So now I'm going to simulate a power outage. Boom, and this emergency light now comes in. There is no power going to this lamp. Okay, there's nothing, no AC power, it's been cut off. It's all running on the internal power bank. At the same time, my phone is still charging. Okay,
oh, that's
so imagine that. You have a power outage, you've lost contact with the outside world, and your phone dies. Not anymore. Now you can have light in your home, and you can be connected to the outside world via your iPad, your tablet, your cell phone, or whatever.
You know what that means? Don't tell your boss that you picked up on this light, because then they'll be like, wait a minute, I know that you have that, and you can actually get access to your phone, so nice try. But look how beautiful it looks, too. I mean, to have that wonderful, even just the lamp itself is gorgeous, but then to have all of the extra features with this as well. And what I like is maybe use this as a night light as well.
You can use it as a night light. You can use it as accent lighting. There's so many things that you can do with this light. So you can simulate here. I'm gonna go ahead and just toggle between the night light and the power. So you can have a regular lamp, or you can just use it as a night light. In this mode, you're not using any of the battery.
Okay.
Okay, you're just using the AC power. Okay. The other thing that's really cool about this is there's no human interaction. The power goes out and you're sleeping, the emergency light comes on. You don't have to turn it on. okay, you can just set it and forget it.
Well, and isn't it always that the lights go out at the worst time? You are letting the dog in and the dog can't see and hits the floor. Or you're cooking and you're taking something out of the oven and blackout. What is happening?
Right.
Look how instantaneous that happens. So you don't have to search for anything. The lights go out and automatically you're able to do it. And the USB port is so phenomenal.
Right, it's quite amazing. And you can see here some, you can relate to this. Everybody can relate to this. And look at that, your iPhone's ready to go. Now let's talk about charging capacity.
Okay.
You can charge a tablet or an iPad up to 2 times without power. You can charge a cell phone, a traditional cell phone 5 or 6 times. You can charge a smartphone 3 times without power.
Well, that means that you, your husband, your kids, one kid might be out of the loop here, but 3 of them can be charged at the same time.
Absolutely. I look at this picture, it reminds me of my mother. My mother passed away last year. Prior to that, she had suffered 3 or 4 blackouts and 2 falls during that time.
Oh, wow.
So if you know somebody who's elderly or somebody that you worry about when they lose power, now you don't have to, because they don't have to think about it. They can just basically go to sleep at night with the assurance that, hey, if there's a power outage, my room is going to be illuminated. These lamps, these LEDs down here, illuminate a room equivalent to 40 watts of light. That will illuminate a very large room. That
is, because I think about, I had a lamp that only used 25 watts, and I was, oh, that's not much. 40 watts, so you're getting a lot of look to it. And I know that your mom was also a fan of style as well.
Oh, yeah, let's not forget about the style, okay? I mean, again, we think emergency lighting, we're thinking we're putting up these ugly lights. No, these are incredible, true craftsmanship. Again, I'll take a look at this. This is mercury glass. This is mouth-blown glass, artisan craftsmanship. They have gone to no expense to make this lamp absolutely beautiful. Power goes out, emergency light comes on.
Wow. I love the idea of having them on either side of the bed, your bedside tables, because it is a gorgeous look to it. And that is going to be item number 513957 for the Mira. Now, we do have 2 other ones that are going to be coming up as well, because we wanted to give you different styles. But this Mira is 513957 for $139 and change. So you do get a blockbuster price and a savings of $50 and 4 easy pays of $34.99. Now, that emergency light, there is actually a switch that has an on-off switch if you don't want to use it, right?
Yeah, let's talk about that a little bit. So right here, I'm going to turn to here. We have a switch. So let's say the light will last for about, the battery will last before being recharged about 16 hours of use. Okay. So let's say you have a power outage that lasts a couple days, and you just want to use it a few hours a night. You can use the toggle switch right here and turn it on and off. So this toggle switch here turns the light source back on and off. And again, right now, we are without any power, and we're only running on the internal power bank. At the same time, you can also charge your phone. So keep that in mind. Not only you're not in the dark, you're also still in the loop with your friends and family and technology. I mean, during a power outage, could you imagine not being able to surf the web? Come on. Really? Seriously?
We've all been there. Or that moment where you're calling your friend and you're like, can you come over because it's kind of boring over here. I don't know how you're going to get upstairs. You're going to have to walk because the elevator's dead too. This is nice because you're going to actually get that beautiful style. And here's the thing is that have this in your living room, have this in your bedroom. No one is even going to know the difference until you tell them, or until they look over and they say, is that a USB port? I don't get it.
That alone is very cool.
Oh, totally.
I mean, can you relate to fumbling around, by the bed, trying to find your charger? Like, I can't find that thing that goes in the wall, that AC adapter. What am I going to do? Well, you're just simply going to plug it in right here. It's so easy to use. If you have an Apple product, you'll use this adapter that comes along with it, okay? Okay. Without an Apple product for the Androids, you can just plug directly.
Okay, great.
Okay, so that's included. And as you can see, my phone, yes, is
still
charging with and without power. Okay, that'll bring that phone from 0 to 100% 3 times in a power outage.
Wow. Okay, so we can do our tablets, our iPads, for example, our laptops as well, correct?
We can do anything that's chargeable from a USB.
Okay, yes. So anything that's USB related, just know that it is going to be running for about 16 hours or so, banked on the charge that it had when it was on.
Right.
So if you're going to be using it and saying, well, I'm going to plug in my laptop and watch a movie, okay, but then you're going to be draining the light. So if you think that power outage is only going to last for a couple hours, then go right ahead.
Right.
But the beauty is that you have that, and we're flicking back and forth because that's the emergency light. There's the regular light. You're watching and reading TV. All of a sudden, all the lights go out. That's what you're going to see right there. So to be able to get that much wattage, to 40 watts from an emergency light, and
it's incredible.
It really is incredible. And as a night light too, maybe you're going to have it in your kids' room or for yourself. I always appreciate a good night light. So it is multifunctional as well.
Right. So here you're seeing me toggle between the night light and just, you know, it off. Here you see the true beauty of the mercury glass, and then it's amazing. You turn that on, and it just glistens. I mean, it's just an incredible statement piece for the house. Even if you didn't think about the fact of the USB port, the emergency lighting, I would have this in my home, and I do, as just a cool decorative piece because everybody comes over and they go, that is the coolest lamp I've ever seen. And I go, it's not, just wait till I show you what it can do, how smart this lamp is.
The Shopping Channel is your one-stop shop for fan gear, collectibles and memorabilia, plus unique home and fashion accessories to help get the whole family ready for the game. Shop tsc.ca/NHL today.
Are you one of those early birds who can't wait for the holidays? With today's showstoppers from Bliss Lights, Holiday Memories, and Kimberly Selden, the Shopping Channel has all your decor and entertainment needs covered. Tune in and join us online at tsc.ca.
This holiday season, experience professional performance in your own kitchen with Vitamix. Powerful and versatile, this today's showstopper allows you to create everything from piping hot soups to frozen desserts in minutes. It's here, Saturday.
Holiday shopping just got easier. Gifts purchased today can be returned up to January 16, 2015. Discover your happy holidays. Discover the Shopping Channel. Shop tsc.ca for details. Some conditions apply.
Hi, I'm Natalie with some great news for hockey fans. The Shopping Channel has more than 3,500 NHL items online to get you and your family game ready this season. We've got everything from fan gear and style for her to collectibles, memorabilia, and unique home and fashion accessories. So what are you waiting for? Start your exclusive NHL shopping online at tsc.ca/NHL today.
We kicked Andrea out of here because Jerry's my guest. That's right.
Don't tell her that.
Well, we're going to spend a little bit more time because in Cozy Home this hour, we have so many beautiful items that Jerry's brought to us today, including this blockbuster that I think deserves a little bit more airtime. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to spend a little bit more time sharing with you the Relialight Decorative Emergency Lighting. First of all, it is a beautiful lamp. It looks gorgeous. It performs like a lovely lamp. It's available for you at a blockbuster pricing of $139.97. Blockbusters are great values that we wanted to draw your attention to with a nice savings here at $60. But there's more to this lamp, right, Jer?
There's a lot
Jerry?
more.
Sorry. I have a friend whose name's Jerry.
There's a lot more to this lamp. It's an incredible technology built into this lamp. There's a power bank actually built into here, and I'm going to tell you what this power bank does.
Okay.
So when there's a power outage, this lamp will normally would just shut off, and then an emergency light will pop up. So right now I'm going to simulate with this power strip the loss of power to this lamp.
Okay.
Right now, this is illuminated.
Yeah.
Okay.
Could we turn? I wonder if we could turn the lights down
slightly,
so we could just see the difference. That would be really great. Thank you.
Yeah. And then in here too, here is going to be an area where I'm going to show you where you can charge your cell phones and your iPads and things like that. So now we have a regular lamp.
Okay. Any second.
Yeah, any second now. I can hear thunder in the distance. I can hear some rumbling.
The lightning clapping. The snow is going sideways. The sleet is happening, and the power goes out.
Look at that.
Wow.
That's an illumination equivalent to about a 40-watt light bulb. Now, this is all built inside. I didn't have to do anything to turn that on. So you leave it in your house, leave it by your bedside, wherever. When the power is on, the power goes off, boom.
Oh, my goodness. So when the power is on, the power goes to the top as a traditional lamp, right?
Right. This is a traditional lamp, lampshades included, everything you see. So you have your regular light bulb.
Okay.
Okay. And I'll show you here. Power goes off. The bottom illuminates.
Oh, it's magic. Isn't this absolutely magnificent? What a smart, smart, smart idea. Who came up with Jerry, did you come up with this?
I did not. Keen Jones did. He's a very, very sharp, much brighter man than I am. That's why I'm here.
Excuse the pun.
So, yeah, so, you know, you have your traditional lamp, you have your artisan craftsmanship.
It's like a mercury glass.
It's mercury glass,
right?
all mouth blown.
Oh, golly.
Yeah, it's all
So
nice, beautiful glass.
I mean, because you want it to be gorgeous in your home, but then when the power goes out, this is what happens so that you can find your way in the dark. You know, you can look at that.
Here's some video we have here,
Wow.
so you can relate to your power goes out. You can still stay connected to the outside world because of the built-in power bank. It will bring on the lights. And here's a girl sitting here reading. Power goes out, the light comes on, and she immediately, of course, is going to go for her phone. Battery's dead. She's going to plug it in, and without power, it will charge your iPads, your phones, your smartphones, your tablets, computer, anything that has a USB. It will charge.
Isn't that brilliant? Now, we're showing you a few of the different designs, which we will come to as well in the show, because the function is the same, but the design statement is a little bit different.
Right.
So we'll talk about that shortly. But imagine all the permutations for this, whether it's in a bedroom, whether it's in a hallway. Maybe once the power goes out, you need to walk through the hall to get to somewhere. You want some illumination. I know in our place, when the power goes out, it's like, okay, where's the flashlight?
Right.
Oh, it's downstairs
You never
in the
know where the
kitchen.
flashlight is.
And the batteries are always dead anyway.
Yeah, right. And a lot of people, too, they'll light candles, and that's one of the leading causes to fires. You know, because if you think about it, even with kids and pets and cats, especially in a power outage, you don't want to light candles. You have your Relia lamp, it turns on automatically, no thinking, no human interaction, and boom, it's on.
See, yeah, you don't have to even be there. It would just, I mean, if the lamp is on and the power goes out, this light goes on. So if you have, other family members, a senior, children, they don't have to worry about how do I get around. This is how it works so beautifully. You just plug it in. Is there anything special we have to do to it?
No, all you need to do, you need to just plug it in. You just plug it in and turn it on, and we like to say, set it and forget it.
Okay.
Because if the power goes out, this is going to illuminate for up to 16 hours. You can shut it on and off, so if you wanted to conserve,
so if it's going to be a long power outage, you want to
you say you want to use it for 4 or 5 hours a night, if the power outage was going to be a couple days, you would just turn it on and off like that with your hand. Can I also add, you can use this as a nightlight. It's cool.
Ooh,
and while, I'm going to turn it back onto the AC power here, and now you can just toggle and then go between here and here. And now it's a nightlight. You go from your regular traditional light to a nightlight. So there's a lot of different functions.
Well, as we said, great for any room where there's going to be maybe children, seniors around, where you are going to be walking maybe to a washroom through the course of the evening in the dark. You want to be able to have this in the hallway. This is going to be perfect for you. Up at the top of the landing of the stairs. Still at this age, I get scared of the top of the landing of the stairs.
Oh, absolutely. I'm scared of the dark. Here's your built-in USB. So I'm just going to go ahead and stick this in here. And then now my phone is charging.
Oh
my
gosh. Got a couple of messages.
Yeah. It's my fiance.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah. So
no, that's very true. I mean, because what's happened with power outages that I've been part of is they're out for so long that the first thing you do is you go to your phone. You want to find out what's happening, what's going on Facebook, what the news is saying, what the weather report is, and you drain your battery. And so this way, if the power outage is going to be for a longer period of time, you can keep your phone up and running. Right?
Let's talk a little bit about how long it lasts. So you've got 16 hours of light.
Okay.
If you're going to charge a typical smartphone, you can charge it 3 times or 2 times for an iPad or a tablet.
Wonderful.
So you have a lot, you have a lot of light. You have
That's
a
a lot of information.
Yeah.
So, and as you said, if it's going to be a long power outage, you can toggle it, you can shut it off so that if you want to be able to conserve that energy, you can do so. And then use it when required.
Yeah, right. And right back here is the toggle switch that's hidden. It's right in the back of the lamp. Okay, and then again, toggle switch here. You can toggle on and off, and that's just for as far as using it for a night light. And now we're in the DC mode, which is generating off of the power source. And if I want to go back here, the power comes back on, and now the internal battery is charging automatically. You don't have to switch anything on to make it charge again.
It just
it's
automatically.
A smart lamp. It knows. Right there, you're in emergency mode. Power's back on. It's charging and regenerating the internal power bank.
So could I use? Well, you told me we could just use this light instead of the lamp. Like if you just wanted some ambient lighting, and just a little bit of warm glow, and conserve some energy, which would be wonderful. And then you also have this wonderful design is genuine mercury glass. It's absolutely beautiful. It's not plastic. It's not resin. It is a genuine glass. So when it's in play as a regular lamp, it looks amazing. I was saying to Jerry too. I was thinking, just a thought, if you have somebody who's maybe their hearing is challenged and they want to be able to know if there's a weather storm, or in my case, my cat's diabetic, so there's insulin in the fridge. So I would want to know.
That's an excellent point.
You know, if there was a storm, or if the power was out, because I'd have to deal with medications that maybe need to be refrigerated.
Right.
So this way, it's like a little bit of a hello. You know, power's gone out.
Yep.
You've got to do something.
That happened to me, actually. It was a true story. Last year, I was laying in bed, and it was completely dark. I like to sleep with all the lights off. I love it dark, and a little bit of light startles me or wakes me up. I'm laying in bed, and all of a sudden I kind of look, I'm like, the light's on, the power's out.
Right.
And then I'm thinking, okay, what do I have in the fridge and the freezer? I actually took it out, took everything out of the freezer and put it out on my porch. You know?
But see, that's very true, because if you'd slept for another 6 hours, you know, or 8 hours or whatever, it could have gone bad. That's my thought of just about medications that need to be refrigerated, or things that, it's a nice little kind of a warning if you are sleeping and you want to be able to have that little bit of a warning light, or if you are, you know, hearing impaired and you want that little bit of a visual stimulant that says, okay, there's a storm outside, power's out, this is how you know. And it's a wonderful choice and a great style with 4 easy payments of only $34.99. A really lovely and very, very practical gift. It is the Relialite, and it's brand spanking new here at the Shopping
Brand spanking
Channel.
new.
And there you can see you can power up all of your, you know, your iPhones, your smartphones, your tablets as well. Because the last time a power outage happened at our place, that's the first thing that I went to was the phone. Okay, what's going on? I want to find out what's happening, because you can't go to your TV.
No, you can't.
The radio doesn't work anymore, so you need to go to your phone.
And everybody knows how you start watching the news and you start watching video feeds, your battery in your phone dies quickly. Dies very quickly. And imagine, you know, if something's important, there's an emergency or disaster happening, you want to stay in touch. And with the built-in power bank, you'll be able to do that now.
Well, and this is why we love it as a beautiful decor item, but start collecting, I think, the Relialites and the different styles.
I would have more than one in my house. Yes. And I'm not just saying that because I'm Jerry. I'm saying that because truly, when the power goes out this winter and you're sitting there in the dark, you're going to sure wish you had one.
Yes. Oh, that is for sure. You're going to, hopefully, you know, you got it, but you might remember this moment, like, darn, why didn't I pick up on that Blockbuster? It is, as I said, beautiful mercury glass, absolutely stunning to look at. But when the power goes out, this is what happens. Also, you can charge your smartphones, your iPhones, your tablets. They can all be charged up, as you said, multiple times when it comes to your smartphones or your iPhones.
And even your basic phones.
Yeah,
a lot of people don't have smartphones. They have just a basic cell phone.
Exactly.
A basic cell phone you can charge up to 8 times.
8 times?
Yeah.
So as long as it has a USB connection,
you
can charge it.
Yes.
And you can see just how much light, though, it does throw. It illuminates beautifully.
It'll illuminate a whole room. Like if you can think of 400 square feet, it's a 40-watt light bulb equivalent to the LED, so it will light up a whole room. It'll light up and make a pathway to safety.
And how much better than a basic flashlight is that? I mean, and you never have the flashlight handy. It's always...
Well, if you find it, the batteries are dead.
Always. The batteries are dead. The inside is corroded. Like, there's just something...
Maybe if you have a USB port, you can charge your flashlight with a lamp.
Well, that's why another reason you should be getting it at home. This is the Relialite. It is an decorative emergency light.
Very decorative.
It's called the Mira?
Mira. You know what? I'm so bad at pronunciation. Mira.
Mira?
Mira.
There's too many vowels.
There's a lot of vowels going on.
But it's at $139.77, and we have the easy payment, so it's an extra $60 savings. They were showing you all 3 designs, which the other 2 will be coming up. And, you know, as Jerry was suggesting, have more than one in the house, because whether it's in a bedroom or it's a hallway or it's downstairs, first of all, and they just glow so beautifully. We're on now to the Claire. So we'll talk about the Claire next at $159.99, or 5 payments of $31.99. And this is also brand spanking new for us, introductory price with that extra $30 savings for you. And remember, when your order is $150 or more and the item weighs 20 pounds or less, free shipping and handling. So keep that in mind. But the Claire, I love the wonderful warm glow of it.
Isn't it amazing?
Ooh.
Now, you can start to see the detail here. So this isn't resin, it's not plastic, it's glass. It's mouth-blown glass, and as you can see the workings here, it's it's just beautiful. It's a beautiful lamp with the brushed nickel base. It's all metal, all glass, and you have just a gorgeous shade. I'm sure we'll get a shot of that in a minute. I'm going to show you here.
It's a lovely foil shade.
As a traditional lamp, and then the lamp also has a 3-way function. So if you have a bulb, it does 3 ways. So you can go ahead, that's off, that's your low setting, your medium setting, and your high setting. And it's just a gorgeous lamp. It's a hard shell lamp on the inside, so you can clean it very easily. And it's a very, very nice fabric on the outside.
This one's taller. It's more of a kind of a vertical
This
shape
one's 25 inches tall.
Okay.
Okay, now I'll show you. Here is your emergency function. So the power has gone out.
Voila.
The entire base.
I kind of like it just a little.
I love it like that. And like I said, you can use that. You can do that on an AC or DC. So even if you're plugged in, you can still use this as a, I mean, I would, if without all the other functions, I would love the lamp just for that.
I would too.
Right?
And talk about a beautiful nightlight, as we said, in the hallway or in a child's bedroom or... but that emergency property of it is absolutely wonderful. And then each one has the USB connection as well for charging. So because it stores that power, and then when it's required, you can charge your phone, because many of us, when an emergency comes, what do? You go to your phone. You go to find out the weather. You go to find out the news. A lot of us go to Facebook. We're trying to figure out what's going on in our city, what's happening. As you said, you go to video feeds, you go to all, and that drains your phone really quickly.
Drains your phone, and you can have the convenience now by your bed. Even without a power outage, you can always charge your phone.
Yes.
So how are we fumbling all the time, trying to find the plug, trying to find the adapter? My kids, I know, steal my adapter all the time. I'm like running around. Where am I going to charge my phone? So now I just stick it right in there. I've always got to buy it.
That's a great idea, because I have the cord that it drops down to the floor, because I got the extension cord with the adapter in it, and it falls into the bed. And this way, it's right there. Beautiful design. That is the Claire, and that is under item number 513956. It is the Relialite decorative emergency lighting. That's 25 inches in height. The Amira, that was our first, is 22 inches, and then the Aurora. I just love that word, Aurora. There's just so many vowels. Aurora. $159.99 for the Aurora, also at introductory pricing, and this one is also 22 inches in height. Well, actually, the mirror must be higher than that. Must be taller than 22.
Yeah, maybe it's closer to 30. It's pretty good size.
Yeah, and then we also, though, have the Aurora, which is beautifully done with kind of a linen shade, kind of a neutral linen shade, and this fabulous color of...
Isn't it amazing?
What would we call that? Kind of a...
Copper plum?
Copper plum. That's like it's like a coppery, corally kind of a shade. It's absolutely beautiful. It's glass as well,
It's all beautiful, and it's all hammered from the inside. So it's a hammered looking glass. You see that? I mean, we're talking a lot of style, a lot of decor. When you think of emergency lighting, maybe sometimes you think very utilitarian, you think very ugly.
Dysfunction.
But look at that. I mean, that's beautiful. On camera, when the light's on, you don't get to see you get to see all my fingerprints, but you don't get to see the true beauty of it. But it's just
it's got that hammered, that kind of rippled glass on the inside.
Yeah.
And it just cascades the light. If this is near a wall, that wonderful kind of rippled detail will be on the wall. But it is for emergency purposes. So if the power goes out and you have your light on, it automatically defaults to the base, which is your emergency lighting. Saves you power. Also, you'll have that USB connection as well, right in the base of the lamp, so you can charge all your phones and your tablets and so forth. Whatever has a USB connection, you can charge it up, and they're beautiful. And they are here at the Shopping Channel for you. Very, 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 very new. So new to the market. So grab them now.
Only available here.
That's right. Only here. Thank you, Jerry.
All right. Thank you.
It's a pleasure. Nice to have you here.
Yeah, thank you.
Also, don't forget. Now we have what's called a flash sale. So from noon today to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. You can save an additional 20% on home and fashion clearance items simply by quoting the promo code COZY20. We're going to continue and share more with you and tell you more about Acer.